Eastern region. Right. Let me get a smooth transition. Are you ready for this, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh, I'm looking.
Bam! Here we go. Into the game. I am observing. I do apologize, but let's go. We've got Navi. What do you got?
You were already in the
what?
game. You went into the game again.
No, look, okay. We had to get the sponsor logos on, alright? You know, it was necessary to have that big transition. Right, we're in.
Gotta fight. Oh?
I mean, yeah, so this could be pretty bloody.
Oh, this could be brutal.
Oh, the smoke's dispelled.
Oh,
they don't see him, but he sees them. So, SIBE team know. They know, so they ain't going up there.
All right.
I think, I guess the way that sort of Na'Vi moved around was sort of on the edge, and obviously the Watcher. Actually, no, did the Watcher see them at all? I don't think the Watcher actually saw. Neither team saw either team, right? They seem now just
afterwards, but yeah.
That's true. Do you want to go into this if you're SIBE? Or
Hell no.
No. I mean, Na'Vi's stepping up. SIBE's still hanging around. They're going to catch Pro on the Invoker. This Invoker, he's gone. First blood for Shigetsu. I mean,
they stayed around. I'm surprised
they knew that they were up there.
I mean, this spot on Dire, I feel like even if you're playing pubs, this is the suicide spot.
Oh,
you know?
no.
The Radiant always traps you here.
That's not a good... Oh, techies. Oh, no, Rain. It's going to be no. Don't give it to Shigetsu. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no, sorry. Melo's in mid, isn't it? No, that could have been worse. Actually, it's still pretty bad. Shigetsu's going to be on the carry, so carry gets first blood. That's going to feel rough for SIBE team. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's Pro sort of... I guess he just didn't expect them to be able to burst him. But, yeah, a bit of an underestimation there from the Invoker. Cost them first blood.
I mean, they did the right thing to scout it all out and everything, right? That they had the information. They stepped a bit too far up. And now the thing is, too, is Techies is low health. So overall, about helping your Luna top, it might have even been... I mean, I wouldn't say it's better or worse, but it's not great that your Techies is sitting at 200 HP to try to protect your Luna now in laning phase. So repercussions of the laning phase will definitely come into play. Or at least at the start.
Well, let's see. I mean, which lane do they sort of have their best effort in, would you say, early on SIBE team against Na'Vi?
That's a great question. Honestly, it's like I would have said perhaps maybe bottom, I guess, but now that there's a first blood, it's going to be a bit more difficult. And there's an Ogre. So I feel like Ogre just stands in bodies. But I'd still probably say bottom.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing a great job here on this bottom lane. Like, they're just completely zoning these two right back. A lot of harassment done there by Malady and Shigetsu. Not an easy lane.
Lanes on Na'Vi. Yeah.
Now we'll see how well Pro can do in this mid matchup against Melo. So far, I'm seeing a bit of an edge here for Melo.
Invoker should be able to hold his own overall, at least in the laning phase. Another stun hits bottom.
I mean, this is not getting any easier for these two, Class and Sunset. How are they doing on the regen? Just one tango left. But, you know, on the each of them, I mean, there's still mana to play with from Shigetsu. So another sort of combo laid down, and they're going to get completely held back on that bottom lane.
Yeah, it's a bloodlust onto the Lina, and she's just a turret already at this point. Blades of Attack finished up from that kill from the first blood, so hitting very hard onto this Razor. They're out of regen.
Yeah, I mean, this just feels like a super nice safe lane hero to play against the Razor off lane.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when you got a melee support, right, frontlining like this.
100%. You always, I mean, this has been kind of a story forever when you're playing versus Razor, right? Get yourself one of those range scores. This probably is the best since it's the furthest range score. Carry, that is. Another stun catch spot. It's just providing free farm, though.
Yeah, he's not missing a creep here, Shigetsu.
No.
He's getting them all. And Class not quite able to keep up. Only half the CS that this safe lane Lina has so far. Already starting to see a bit of a gold lead build up for Na'Vi, just 2-3 minutes in.
I don't know if mid should be this one-sided, but it is rough already here for Pro. Melo is pretty much getting every single CS, 6 on the Invoker.
Well, there was always a chance this would be a bit of a rough one, as we say. You know, Na'Vi, some established players, some veterans even so on the team. And SIBE team definitely coming in as the challengers on this one.
I love it. I really like the way that Na'Vi set up the side lanes, right? It's very difficult to punish these heroes. You have the Lion with a Death Prophet who's already pretty unkillable. Techies can't really look to ever blast off because you can time the stun as the Lion to save. And bottom is just a super safe lane. You know, you've got an Ogre bodying for a Lina who got first blood. A Falcon Blade's done. So
I mean, Pro's got to be careful in the mid. Nicely. It's getting close to where Melo might be able to burst him, right?
He's thinking about it.
I mean, a couple more right clicks, and if Melo wants to go for it, he could. Pro's got to be super careful. As this lane is not getting any easier for the Invoker.
Maybe top Zayed to use the stun.
Oh, that is going to be him going down. We'll see if Nefrit cleans up anything in return. He'll be able to take down Rain Prince on the Techie. So 1 for 1. Over in the mid, Melo. Been caught by the cold snap. I mean, next round of cooldowns, I think Melo's definitely going to go pro. He's only got really 1 stick charge to rely on as his defense. If he does get jumped by the puck. Level 3 orb. It's a heavy amount of burst. Pro's going to be fine for now. See back up on the top.
Pinging. He's like, they're like pinging for it, but they're not going to make a move. They're smashing these lanes. Razor and Tiny are actually getting a little bit of harassment, but it doesn't matter. He can't get any last hits on class on this Razor. He's been sitting between 10 and 12 CS for the last, 2 or 3 waves. Maybe even more than that.
Yeah, and just the kill potential if this Lina's only going to continue to rise.
Yep.
Shigetsu.
Squish. Very squishy heroes, and we did say from the draft already there was definitely concerns. If this Lina is given a good start like this, how are you going to get to her? In particular, if you don't have that early blink dagger or early laning phase advantage. Let's see what they look to do.
I mean, obviously we're pro on the Invoker. Maybe once he's got his kind of vessel done, he can start making moves, but that's still going to be a while away.
Cool. This is good. Double move onto the mid. They have ways to set up onto Melo with the Techie's blast off.
Let's see if they get him. They've got to get him with the combo. There's the avalanche set up. Toss into the silence. Oh no, it's not quite there. Melo's able to jump out. He's going to be okay, and they're not going to be able to have enough lockdown to control him.
Usually when you do these type of ganks, you want to like wait for the puck to use an orb or something like that, right? I guess they just wanted to go for it. It's right before Power Rune, so you put Melo low, and you should be able to secure that one. Maybe that's their idea. But now, side lanes are open, so top, they're going for it.
Straight away. Zayed and Nefrit, they're going to look to make a move on towards lane. And they have him. So an unfortunate move there from SIBE. 2 supports heading over to mid. They don't get the kill. It leaves their side lanes vulnerable.
You go for a risky type of gank like that, your side lanes are going to get punished by some of these better teams, so right away. Luna goes down. Lanes, these lanes are devastating already. Nefrit's getting close to 6. The CS overall, the differential is just massive.
It's not going to be easy. I imagine as well a game where, sure, trying to go for Melo, but it's going to be all right. And does also have a bit of backup. Melody in the area.
That was decent by Pro. That was Melo's raindrop kind of saved him. It didn't fully save him, but it was a good attempt there from the Invoker.
That's going to force Melo to back off. At least get the refuel with. Well, actually, the bounty rune's gone, so might have to make a trip back to base. And it doesn't look like any of his supports are going to be dying soon, so no refilling of the bowl. Yeah, he's going to have to head back, fuel up, and get out there. You imagine he will just return towards the mid, or is there any opportunity to get out with his Dream Coil on one of the side lanes at this point? Is it not necessary?
Probably not. I don't think it's necessary right now. Nefrit's like kind of bodying top, mids, or bottom's doing fine too. They're leaving the Ogre mid though, so maybe he is gonna look to just really pressure top with Exo. Definitely a possibility, but they'll just go back mid. The move that they did there, it actually did catch the Invoker back up nicely. So 36 last hits now on him. So,
yeah, good recovery.
Your side lane suffered, but a good recovery from him,
See if Melody wants to hang around too much around this mid.
They got a smoke coming out. No, they just have a dust. Looks like they want to kill this Invoker.
I mean, how easy is that for them to do? Level 7 on Pro, he's got level 100 HP. If they pop the dust going with the Dream Coil, do these 2 heroes do enough damage? I mean, either way, it looks like
no.
SIBE's prepared for it.
Yeah, they're very ready. And no, he needs to be on like the enemy hill. Techies.
They're going to drop the coil for it. A bit of a slower pace start, so happy to drop the big ults. At least just the one there to secure the kill.
Okay, so interesting. We're starting to see a bit of a place to... Oh, bottom. almost dies just to the Lina close. We started to see a bit of their playstyle though, right? They sacked their side lanes a bit. I think they couldn't really make moves anyway, and they helped out the mid. And now let's see what Pro can do to make the moves to help his team back out afterwards. So,
he might have a decent shot at this. The tornado, the cold snap, plasma field coming in as well. Shigetsu's going to turn, will land the light strike array, and that will keep him safe. Not quite enough damage.
Nice try.
Shigetsu's just going to get a little shaken up. Top lane, Na'Vi, they'll get on with the push. Doesn't look like they'll even have to commit the exorcism for this one. Look at the three of them here. Malady and Zayat setting up just in case anyone from SIBE team comes to try and take down Nefrit.
And the Dream, of course, since you're playing, I mean, you're playing with a full magic damage roster, but it's also the most broken item in the game right now. The Veil, right? So Nefrit's going to just be able to rush this Shiva's Veil, and it's so good with their lineup. Everybody has all this magic damage. Everybody thrives off it. So that's going to be big.
Getting an early tower. Pro, he's continuing to hunt around on this bottom half of the map. Okay. Trying to see if he can trip up the Lina. Get that first turn charge.
It is their best way of like ganking and getting on top of that Lina, right? And you're giving space to, I mean, it's a long ways away, of course, but giving space to Sunset to try to farm. He does need it.
And look at this.
They're going again.
He was ready. Try and bait in Shigetsu and Malady to make for a play onto Glass, but Pro interrupts it. And in fact, numbers being brought down here by SIBE. They've got 4 of them right now in this bottom area.
Yeah, cool. Now, look at it, just consistently playing in the Ghost Walk, so just literally looking for plays non-stop to try to make some space for Luna.
Back over towards the 10-minute power rune. Is it going to be down the bottom? It's going to be up top. So Mello. That one secure for himself. Looking for it. A bit of a wraparound. This could catch them by surprise. Nefrit and Zayat.
This is a strong one.
They're going to pop the Ghost, start going for the tower, and start potentially going for kills. They've got the Dream Coil down onto Pro. The Invoker Core. They'll finish him off. And they'll also, by the looks of it, get Ryan as well. With the Cypher from Nefrit. Fire Blast thrown out. Malady does go down. But with his dying blow, will set up for Nefrit to get the triple kill. A huge rotation there from that top lane. 3 kills for the Death Prophet. And a tower to boot as well, by the looks of it, 10 minutes in this mid lane.
Pretty much perfectly done. They take top tower, save Exo, come mid, wrap, bait them in a little bit. You kill 5 position, but Ogre laughs his way to the bank. Yeah, pretty much perfectly done there. And standard itemization, I think we're seeing. Melo's just going for his Witchblade. Standard stuff on the Lina, that Maelstrom.
I think just
they're getting stacks. Yeah, and they're just, the thing is, too, is what I've been noticing from Na'Vi is while they're doing these aggressive moves, they've actually been stacking quite a lot. So we have stacks in Ancient, stacks on the hard camp, stacks on neutral, like the medium camp in the jungle, too. So very ready to keep this Lina Shigetsu just super ramped up. They play clean. Let's see what SIBE can do. I feel like they just kind of have to just constantly make moves with the 3 now to counteract this stuff that's going on from Na'Vi. And make space for the Luna. So let's see if they get some successful rotations now that at least Exorcism's on cooldown.
Let's have a look.
But they're missing levels now. Techies is 5, Tiny as well. Invoker only 7.
They're going to walk into Malady. It's not the big kill that they'd be hoping for. There should be a kill that they get. He's beefy, but the 3 of them will slowly. Oh, Tornado off the mark. Doesn't matter. Still gets the kill there, Pro. It's a kill, but it's a heavy investment with the 3 of them, and it is just that support Ogre.
And you see that Na'Vi didn't even make a single move. Nobody adapted to it. They're just like, oh, they're killing our Ogre, who cares? DP's farming, Puck's farming, Lina's farming, so. SIBE's happy to get any type of kill, but yeah, Na'Vi, they'll never care losing Ogres.
Yeah, it looks like they'll be able to turn it into a tower. Not the least for them here, SIBE.
Yep, get some perhaps wards down. They're getting information too. Look at this, Pro.
It's close though. It's close. This tier 2 tower is pretty deep. There's Malady. He's ready to try and turn it. Tornado's out onto the 2 of them. The ice wall. Continue to slow down Shigetsu. Shigetsu throws out the Laguna Blade. The Hex catches out Sunset. Shigetsu stands his ground. Ryan Prince will be able to jump in and finish him off. But it has cost them 2. Maybe 3 stuns back up. It's there. The Fire Blast from Malady. They'll get the 3 of them. So, SIBE, they had a plan. They went for it. It was just a bit too deep, close to that tier 2. Sure, they're able to kill the Lina, but it cost them quite a bit.
Trying to just desperately make space for Luna. That's all that tells me. The way that Pro is playing on this Invoker, he's literally not hitting creeps. He's just playing to just get the space for the Razor and for this Luna to try to have a game after this laning phase. So, I mean, it's sacrifices. It's hurting, but at the least they get the kill. Problem is that they're triple scaling on the side of Na'Vi. You get this kill on the Lina, but Puck, Melojule scales. This hero is insane. The late game potential of a Puck, and DP is massive at this point too. So they got to get some bigger ones, and they got to get more money on these supports. They're so poor on the side of SIBE.
With Na'Vi starting to focus their efforts on this top half of the map, SIBE will be sure to try and meet them. They'll look for Melo. They have enough. Avalanche into the toss. The jump in from Techies. Melo's able to get the coil off. They killed him. But this three-man coil into the exorcism. Nefrit's just going to be cleaning them all up. Another triple kill. I mean, Nefrit, he's having a lovely game, isn't he? He's godlike at 14 minutes. I think he's already got the Shiva's Guard done.
He's got it done. Yeah.
This has got to be one of the cleanest Death Prophet starts that there's ever been. 14 minutes in, nearly level 12, and he's just 9-0 free. He's having a great time.
Pretty much flawless. Yeah, Melo just slightly tanky enough to be able to get that coil off as soon as it goes down.
Close.
Oh no. Nefrit's just, easy cleanup, get some tower damage too. I mean, they are doing that move, running around his 3 to try to make space and stuff like that. It's just Na'Vi step ahead every single time. They've got the numbers to be able to turn those kills.
Still yet to be able to make a play side where they come out on top in terms of the trade. It's not easy.
Not at all. Class now has gotten some time to farm at the least, so Mage Slayer is finished up with the Falcon Blade, but they're still so fragile on the side of SIBE. That's the one thing that's going to always be the case. Anyone who gets really caught or coiled inside of any type of stun, really, they're going to get popped from Na'Vi. They have to, still feels like similar things where keep trying to perhaps move around, but Pro now looks like he's like, uh-oh, I'm falling too far behind on the Invoker. He's got his Midas queued up and starting to hit some creeps.
I mean, you got to imagine, right, for Class on the Razor, like, does he have to start getting involved now, or is he sort of making the call of, like, I really need to get, like, at least a Veil done before I turn up? Like, when are you getting this Razor involved? Because so far, Class has been pretty much out of the fights.
I think it's time. Now that he's got his Mage Slayer and he's got his Falcon Blade, he's recovered to a point where he can actually tank some spells. He can tank like a volley of spells, right? 1500 HP with this regen and a safety bubble. He can tank like the full spell. So I would say yes. I think he should start getting involved. Lame almost has Manta, so even he could start getting involved relatively soon too. But team fight overall just feels very difficult. Playing into the Puck, playing into the Death Prophet. They're gonna have to take a hero out before the fight starts on SIBE to have a chance in those team fights.
Not going to find anything with this smoke, Na'Vi. I mean, unless Pro goes walking around here, he will show on the creep wave.
Oh, they see him.
Yeah, I don't. He's not going to expect Na'Vi to be coming from this sort of angle. Nasty surprise there for Pro. I mean, bless him as well. That's pretty much what the first time in like 6 minutes he's actually stopped to hit some creeps. He just can't catch a break. He's been spending all this time walking around the map trying to set up action. He tries to get himself a little bit of gold from the creep wave, and suddenly the whole of Na'Vi turns up.
And Na'Vi's super prepared for this top tower. They have Exorcism. They have it surrounded by wards right now. And if they want, they could potentially even go into the Roshan soon. Like, they have level 2 Exo, so depending on how they want to siege this. Right now, it looks like they might save the Exorcism for that Roshan after.
Yep.
How do you react?
TPs are coming in. Do they want to start something? I mean, still that point where Sunset is just a little bit short of the Blink Dagger gold. Doesn't really want to go for any action. The presence at least will slow down Na'Vi a little bit. But they're back in and maybe seeing if they could get away with going for a kill. They've got the Shiva's Guard slowing onto Sunset. Nefrit diving the tower. Coils there as well. That's going to be the Blink Dagger put further on delay here with that death.
Good lord. And there's no way for them to mount a defense there either. Just, Luna, still no Manta. Razor, yeah, he's got Mage there, but if he goes in there, you get coiled into Exo and you're just dead. As Na'Vi, Exorcism's right. Yeah, I think they can back up for that Roshan. To pick it up cleanly. They're playing really nicely right now. Constricting the farm. Putting some nice vision up top even too, so they got control kind of of this entire top side.
Yeah, and SIBE, yeah, just still playing for those item timings. We'll see if it can all come together. You know, when they do bring Class and Lame into the action and go for a 5-on-5, but yeah, you've got to imagine that Na'Vi, they're just going to be a full item or so ahead, at least on most of their counterparts.
Can't tank too well versus this. Yeah, sure, you've got a Mage Slayer on this Razor, right? But walking in, getting some taps onto Death Prophet and stuff like that, probably just gonna kill yourself. Running into all these damage right now. Let's see what Na'Vi looks to do with this. BKB about to be finished on Nefrit. They've got the line drawn. Looks like they want to constrict the map perhaps a little bit more here.
Yeah, still got this tier 1 and tier 2 to work on the bottom lane. They want to get the push going there, Na'Vi.
Oh, Malady. He's going to join his buddies. Looks like they might smoke out. Oh, he'll pass it to Zayas.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Got the ults ready.
Na'Vi's ready for any fight. Alright, who's gonna get caught? They've got the blink on the Tiny. Finally coming up inside. It's very late though, 19 minutes.
It's bottom lane. Side looks like they're aware that something's going on.
Na'Vi's got the vision down already though.
Oh, Zayas, he's got the catch. They've got the opening, the finger there, the damage is done, sunset to go down.
And I love that he bought the shard as well too on the line this game, knowing that he doesn't really need a blink to just start fights.
Yeah, it's all on Mellow.
Yeah, Mellow's just got free reign. And now he can just replenish teammates, stand his ground.
A lot of sort of self-sustain to keep these pushes going. They'll go for the tier 1 Na'Vi. Almost certainly going to be going for more. 3 minutes of Aegis left.
Mellow's got a Parasma as well now too. I mean, the items just keep flying in for them.
It's insane amounts of damage.
Yeah.
And not something that like this Razor's going to be able to live through. Yeah, it's going to be hard for Class to be that front line that ideally SIBE would want him to be with this sort of draft.
Yeah, exactly.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
See what they can do. Don't have the damage to burst the Death Prophet by any means.
Oh, they just can't find the way to start this fight. Na'Vi's perfectly positioned around the high ground. It's just not a part of the map that SIBE can fight into right now.
Looks like they're just going to go for the economy a little bit. Invoker already positioned for that Wisdom Rune top. I mean, this 5 Ogre is very frustrating to play against because he just runs in and it's like a 2000 HP hero that you do not want to throw spells on.
SIBE will be able to get that Tormentor. It's going to be all spotted out. With the D ward, SIBE, they'll probably do their best to get out of here completely. So this tier 2 will have to be left to fall. They'll put the fortification. Just a bit more persistence here from Na'Vi. Should be able to take this off the map with the next push. Seem to be almost certainly set for the tier 2 mid. As Mellow and Zayas will sweep over, get the push going there.
They're hunting. Oh man, lame.
He's got the opening. He's got the Manta. He'll drop the coils. Stun won't catch him from the line though, and it's a bit too deep for Mellow and Zayas to keep going for.
Give it the respect. I don't think they saw. They only saw the Razor top. They saw him for a second there, but I guess that wasn't enough info.
Still want to go again here, Na'Vi. Sunset. He's thinking about going for the blink. He's got the 2-man avalanche, but into what? Into a whole world of pain for himself. An ambitious jump with no real follow-up.
Oh, that's the thing. Sadness.
You know, he's got the blink. He wants to do something with it. Unfortunately, it's not anything that's going to help him out in this sort of situation.
I didn't see, oh, and he did. I didn't see the. Where's the Tormentor reward? Where's it go now? I don't see it in the text box. But anyway, the Tiny actually got it, so very unfortunate that they got that one. Pretty useless.
Here's the high ground push. It's 22 minutes in. Nefrit in with the ghosts.
Can they? I don't know if they can even touch this. I think they might have to just let it drop.
It certainly looks like Na'Vi's got quite the ability to shut this game down. They've hit their sweet spot here. Something that maybe SIBE was going to try and go for themselves with this Luna Razor lineup, but they just weren't able to play the tempo. Na'Vi came up with a temporary fortification. And no real reason for them to back up, as SIBE just don't have anything really that scares Na'Vi right now. Maybe some sort of toss combo back into some mines. Just maybe, but even then, I mean, Nefrit's got his BKB, he's got his Shivas. Incredibly tanky.
Like, who are you gotta toss in? I don't know. Like, you can't really catch many of these heroes. Even Mello might survive just getting a quick jump out. So, all right, let's see if they can find an angle in the open. And now that this, I think Age is just timed out, right? So maybe this is their timing that they're gonna try to look for something here, but not easy. No Exo, but do they have damage to bring these heroes down?
Let's have a look at Sunset. Oh, he's not going to be able to get the avalanche set up. And now potentially a bit of a turn. The coils out onto the two of them. Malady and Shigetsu heading over. Light Strike right down onto Sunset. Techies will throw his body in an attempt to try and turn this fight in favor of SIBE team. The Shigetsu will run him down, take out the Techies. They'll lose Malady, but that's his job in these sort of fights to go down. Same to be said here for Zayats. It's just the two supports though. Na'Vi don't care. They'll push on forward, kill off the four of them. As the cores, they're just untouchable.
Yeah, perfectly executed fight. Blastoff actually connected onto the backline, but there's no follow-up. Luna can't run in. She's just getting pelleted from this Lina from 1,000 range away pretty much, so. An attempt made, but far too far behind. Na'Vi looking good. Very ready for the movements. They played clean. I mean, Malady tanked the ganks, right? Malady with 3 deaths. Feels like he tanked pretty much all of the movements that came up inside this game.
SIBE. They've probably got one more fight in them. One more chance. Maybe some sort of crazy high ground defense.
It's going to have to be one of those tossbacks. Do they have the BKB yet? Finished up on lane? Not quite yet.
No, it's still going to be a bit of time for that one. Still short on the gold. And Na'Vi, I mean, Na'Vi can just finish up their next round of items. Super close. AC's nearly done.
They're chilling.
And you've got the Kaya on Mello. In fact, Kaya Sanj. He's going for on top of the Plasma. So, I mean, yeah, even this puck, even if the puck gets caught by a stun or something, he's going to be tanky.
I don't think that they're going to die on these. I don't think they can die on these cores anymore.
Yeah, and even Malady, as we've seen, takes a lot of work to take down. Zayats, bless him, he's probably the one that's going to be taking the fall. Even though, so far, he really hasn't. He's only died twice. Actually, that's true, yeah, he just... Oh, yeah, the good old meme there with the shard. You're right, yeah, even he's unkillable. They're all unkillable.
Yeah. They did go... I mean, it's a bit of a risk, right? We can go back to, like, lanes. First blood, of course, definitely matters, giving Lina the first blood, but... Sometimes it's like these triple fragile cores can suffer. If you don't do well in your lane, right? Like this Razor and Tiny, they just end up having no frontline and a lack of initiator. So the game is just very awkward for them. I feel like Pro was trying to do like 2 or 3 people's jobs this game.
Yeah, he was really trying to rectify the other game. He did, honestly. The movements didn't seem bad, and as you say, you know, if the side lanes had gone slightly better, maybe they, you know, he would have had the heroes to kind of join up with. And actually get away with going for those kills.
Because he found the Lina, what, I think 2 or 3 times bottom, maybe even more than that. It was like, one of the times he just gets away, another one the Ogre takes it and stuff like that. The supports are low level, so. Alright, let's see if they can make magic happen. It really does feel like it's going to be pretty much impossible to kill any of these 3 cores.
Now mid lane. Oh. Techies. Bit of a cheeky attempt at a push there from him. Shut down. And another stat for Zayats.
He hit the tower once.
Na'Vi, they can start to sweep at this top area of the map. Roshan is back up, so that's going to be the next objective here for Na'Vi, almost certainly. I still want to pick up a kill first on the way. I mean, Lame. Uh-oh. He's going to walk into them. He has got the BKB at least. And honestly, a little bit of a win for them there. They force out the BKB and Exorcism from Nefrit, so.
Roche is up, though.
A trade that they'll maybe take. But that's also true, yeah. The Exorcism isn't going to go to complete waste. They can go straight into the pit.
And it's still, you can tell that Navi's not looking to like mess around. Look at their movements around the map here. Even though they have a absolutely enormous advantage, they played to control top side, played to win for nighttime rush, and now they've got it. Got Aegis Cheese to finish it up.
Straight through the twin gates towards the bottom. I mean,
Oh, mid.
they might suspect that Nefrit is indeed alone.
His BKB's cooldown, like you mentioned.
This would be a pretty nice kill to get. They're in with the combo. This is... oh no, the Ogre's Heel Tome. He's up to the high ground, but he will not get out. They take him down. It's a lot of money here picked up for Class.
They are lucky he did not have the cheese in the bags. He would have lived. He had the cheese in the backpack.
Oh, okay, back in action. It's going to be quite the quick strike back from Na'Vi.
Okay.
So SIBE still unfortunately unable to catch a break for themselves, even when they do find an opportunity to take down one of the big scary Na'Vi cores. Still end up losing some of themselves. Obviously once Nefrit's back, the whole team Na'Vi, they'll have the push to go around this 4 minutes of Aegis time on Shigetsu.
But they got a core, Owen. They killed
It's
one.
something.
They got a core. It was good. It was well.
Structures are fortified.
Fortification now. Lots of mines being set up, of course. Base starting to look a bit scary. A good toss back.
They're ready for the hold.
All it takes.
Do they have double? How many Philosopher Stones are on the side of SIBE as well? Do only one Philly? Okay.
Yeah, back in Nefrit's going to probably just grab the Wisdom Rune and then look to rejoin the team. So looking for that mid and bottom racks in Na'Vi.
Yeah,
SIBE.
they're just going to look to keep going, yeah. They still got Aegis Cheese. Everything is ready.
Mellow trying to get that Octarine up next. Nearly level 20. Nefrit with the Wisdom Rune. He's also just about to hit that 20 himself.
Oh, which talent do you take now at 20 on DP? That's the one I was, I played this the other day too. I haven't really gotten to see what everybody's doing, but I was curious. I always still like the Spirit Siphon, but the
I think it's got to
Silence
be the
is
Siphon,
insane.
right?
I always take the Siphon. It's insane.
I think in this game, especially when you're popping off, maybe if you're like a bit behind and you want a bit more utility, maybe the silence slow feels kind of nice. But in a game where you're ahead,
I just don't know when the sound slow would feel good. That's my one thing. I just feel like the Siphon's just too good with the way that the hero works.
yeah.
But
And they've got other
like
slows,
the
right?
balance.
At the end of the day, you know, if Nefrit gets the silence out and there's ignites being thrown all over the place, they're being slowed enough. You know what I mean?
yeah, pretty cool stuff though. I've been liking a lot of these, like, you know, talents are really cool when they're very like hero specific and stuff like that. And I think we're getting a lot, like more. It's just us how many more we're getting. Every time I feel like I haven't played a hero in a while or like seen it played, I look at the talents and I'm like, wait, what? What is that talent?
Radiant are scanning.
SIBE are managing to get out on the map a bit. Na'Vi definitely being very cautious with how they approach the high ground once more. To take away the Tormentor from SIBE team if they want to. And they will.
This base is going to be completely riddled with mines.
There is a lot of mines.
Techie's super fast.
Preparations are being made here by Rain Prince. I think that's one of the reasons why we are seeing Na'Vi be as cautious as they are right now on how they go for this next push. Ah, here it is. Oh, he's gonna get it. That's gonna be the first life if Shigetsu got. Can they do it a second time though? That's the real question. Sunset getting dove. They try their best to get to put the BKB, but they have killed it. They've killed off the Lina. They're gonna get Malady as well. This is it here for SIBE team. They're making the hold. They've taken out 3. A very, very huge hold here from the squad against an Aegis Lina as well. These tossbacks and the mine combo is definitely adding up to be that little bit of a starter, a booster to the fight that SIBE need. That's a big hold.
Perfect. Perfect positioning from Sunset. Gets the angle for the toss onto, what, 3 mines, and then Luna actually gets to do her job. She ripped Lina to shreds. Daedalus is now finished after BKB. Lim is doing some damage. If he's able to actually get the attacks off from that high ground. Okay, maybe counting them out a little bit too soon, myself at least.
I mean, it's definitely going to be a bit of a scare for Na'Vi. That was the attempt with the Aegis. I always feel when a team tries and pushes like that and they don't get away with it, it's like, what what are you sort of discussing now? You're like, well, we're going to get for the next stages, but then it's like, well, if we go for the next stages, maybe the same thing happens, and if we let this game go on a bit, maybe this Luna does just get to the point where if Na'Vi don't burst the Luna will kill them all.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely some scares now. Na'Vi catching outside the base is still strong. Like, fighting outside the base, they're still very, very strong, right? So, another catch, Mellow.
Yeah, talking about catching. Mellow. Whoop, they've got him.
Got him.
Oh, man. This is a
happening.
comeback. This is feeling like a big old comeback right here. They're going for more. Avalanche there this time. He went pretty deep. BKB's out from Pro. He's running. See if Shigetsu and Nefrit can chase any of them down. They get the silence out nicely onto the three of them. Zayat's jumping. Oh, he's slowing them all. As they'll get the kill onto Rain Prince. He's got anything else to follow up onto Pro. He's got the Hex. Zayat's again keeping himself alive. Triple kill. Lame's going to put... He's trying to fight them on his own. It's not going to work. It's an ultra kill for Shigetsu.
Oh, it was such a good comeback.
They were having a comeback, but then they said no. They took a rough fight there in the mid. Shigetsu gets the cleanup, and it's back on track for Na'Vi to be hitting the base.
Okay, just kidding. I take back my words from when I took back my words. That was sick, though, the way that they chased, but then just a little too far from Sunset. He was feeling himself, and Shigetsu gets to actually stand his ground. 9,000 damage done from the Lina there.
He's got Cheese, he's got his Satanic. Buyback comes out from Lame as well.
Dude, this Flame Cloak is a little bit, like, deceptive. I saw the Flame Cloak twice on Shigetsu, and I was like, wait, is he... Or, sorry, the Fire Shield. And I was like, is he Flame Cloaked? It looks almost like he has an Aghanims with it.
Yeah, it looks very thematic and in theme here for the Lina when they're like completely surrounded by this fire of the Ogre Magi.
That was a really nice ward also placed by Zayat in the last fight. If you saw in the like, middle of the trees, kind of, he placed it like in the midst of everything, and it caught vision of the last 2 or 3 heroes for them to get the setup onto lane. Oh, nice. I was actually excited for that like insane kind of comeback thing. It was a like back-to-back tossbacks onto 2-3 cores. That's definitely the start of something there. But
I mean, they could do it again.
Yep, back into the mines, into the base. First for sure.
The mines are being set up once more. And Na'Vi are going to look to make this play without waiting for the next rush, without looking for the next stages. We'll see if it's going to be anything more than just a hunt for a kill outside of the base. They actually want to approach high ground again. Down bottom at the same time, SIBE working on getting themselves out there and this way push around towards the tier 2 of Na'Vi's own.
Class, he showed himself.
There's the jump. In with the burst. It looks to be enough. Classy's out for 75. No buyback on him.
Alright, you see the toss now. They're just going to force it. Looks like Nefrit. They give him the cheese this time around.
And who do you toss back? It's a difficult call for Sunset to make on this one. He's going to have to try something if they want to stop this mid-rax from being taken.
It dies too fast.
And Nefrit just maybe even intentionally sort of clearing out some of the mines himself, trying to free up the high ground for his teammates if they had to be tossed back by Sunset.
He's got more than enough survivability on Nefrit. BKB, Cheese at the ready if they go on him, so Rax taken cleanly. I'll be chilling.
Maybe with the 20 seconds left on the Razor, maybe they'll try and go for an instant smoke out themselves. It's definitely getting to the point where SIBE's going to go for some pretty drastic action.
Fighting outside is still complicated.
Sure.
Money to burn.
Have to get that perfect positioning, really find Shigetsu so you can bring down this Lina, this turret in particular. Exo down for 80 seconds. This would be the window to try for it. Not an easy fight by any means, but maybe the best chance that they have besides tossbacks. Scared to step forward into that high ground. I go for it though.
Oh, it's going to dispel. SIBE knows they're on the high ground.
Ward placed.
Zayat. A stun from the high ground. Into the Gleipnir. Jump forward from Mellow. They'll be able to take Sunset out. At the same time, they do have the wrap around for the backline. Refresh is popped it by Class. He's got the ults pumping out, but Shigetsu, he's just holding it down, pumping out the right clicks. Lame, he's going to get burst by Mello. They're controlling Pro. Shigetsu stepping up, the disarm comes to an end. He's got the Ghost Walk. He's still dying through the invis. Mello's done enough damage over time there, as it's just a cleanup by Na'Vi. They have to, you know, offer a couple of buybacks into it, but buybacks are very well worth it. There's no buybacks on the cores that count. GG is called. Na'Vi will take this game 1. And they look pretty good doing it. They got tripped up pretty much what the once there by that nice little high ground play from SIBE. Outside of that, it was pretty much game over for this game 1.
Yeah.